Hey everyone, ZCrazyG here, back with another Crash 4 video. It's kinda mad to think that the game was only revealed just a week ago, yet in that time we have already had a fair chunk of new information come out since then. So there's a few new things we have learned about the game recently that I want to discuss today. Firstly is some brand new gameplay revealed by IGN just yesterday, which gives us a brief glimpse at the pirate level depicted here in this screenshot. The gameplay shows off the fairly standard gameplay of Crash Bandicoot, but it does give us some new looks at a couple new elements. Firstly, there are a couple new crate types in this game. The first one, much like the TNT and Nitro crate, is another hazard crate that can potentially harm you. It's a wooden crate that will shoot flames out of each side periodically, meaning that you will have to time when you break it in order to not get hurt. That's a pretty neat idea. Another new crate we get to see here is one that we've actually already seen in the previous gameplay reveal, but I feel it's more clearly showcased here. This is a golden Wumpa Fruit box, basically giving you a golden Wumpa Fruit, which is just worth more than regular Wumpa Fruit. Fairly simple. Speaking of Wumpa Fruit though, there's one new thing about how Wumpa Fruit is collected in this game compared to the previous games. As you can see, instead of Wumpa Fruit simply lying on the ground when the crate is broken like in previous Crash games, this time when you break a crate, the Wumpa Fruit just magnetically gravitates towards you and is collected automatically. A nice new feature coming from someone who has a weird OCD about collecting each down Wumpa Fruit, so that's nice to know. I think one other thing this gameplay shows off though, again, is just the sheer expansiveness, depth and scope of these levels. Once again emphasizing that sense of really exploring an environment. This time starting you on this beach, taking you through this shipwreck, into this pirate town and eventually into this treasure cave. I just love the dynamic settings they're going for here. Like, just look at how the level design loops around itself. You're really getting a sense of a larger scale level here with so much more detail this time around, and I'm loving it. So that's all regarding the new gameplay. Now on to some other things that I think should be talked about. The first and less serious one is the game's rating. It's been rated PEGI 7 in Europe and E10 Plus in America. Now you're probably asking, why is this important? It's just the game's rating. Well, the game's ratings boards have to give a description of the content and why it justifies that rating, and one detail they've listed here is kinda amusing. So it details generic stuff about enemies dying in cartoony ways. It mentions some reference to alcohol with tavern signs and barrels in the background of levels. But then at the end of the description, it says, and I shit you not, the words arse and bastard are heard in the game. I swear, if we get to the end of this game and you go up against Cortex and Coco says, let's kick this bastard's ass, this will be Game of the Year. Is it wrong that I kinda want Crash to say fuck? Well, that was just a fun thing that I thought you'd all enjoy. But now on to the last and a bit more concerning talking point, and that is the possibility of the game having microtransactions. And I can already hear people seething in fury, and so why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because the Xbox Store listing of this game features the mention of the game having in-app purchases. And of course, it's already spread and people have been getting very angry. And yeah, I completely understand why people are angry with that prospect, but I also kind of feel like I need to tell people to chill, since this may not be what it seems. Firstly, this doesn't actually confirm anything. No other listing for the game, including the PlayStation Store, says that it features in-app purchases or mentions microtransactions of any kind. And look, I think that if it were to be the worst case scenario, and if there were to end up being microtransactions in the game in any form, it would likely be cosmetic stuff. Most probably skins, seeing as we are getting alternate skins as a pre-order bonus. And look, yes, nobody wants microtransactions to be in the game, but if Activision are really gonna have to be annoying and stick them in there, I'd rather they be something that is merely an unintrusive visual alternative. I just feel like I should talk about this because I think people are getting ahead of themselves and making very unrealistic assumptions when they don't know the full context. We will have to wait and see to be sure, but just keep a level head for the time being. This is a single player experience focused game after all, and Lord knows they are not stupid enough to do anything that hinders single player progression behind a paywall. Yes, Activision are known for some questionable business practices, but there is no fucking way they would get away with something like that. So for the time being guys, I just say you can relax and we can only hope for the best. But that is all we have to talk about today. If you guys have anything you'd like to discuss about the topics we covered in today's video, then do share your thoughts in the comments below. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care guys.